So I have a quick message for my Capricorns. I've actually been kind of receiving this message for a few days, but today was the day that I wanted to talk about it. So Capricorns, pack your patience, get ready. We're already in that cycle now. Your ruling planet, which is Saturn, has finally moved back into Aries. Now, what is going to happen is Aries energy is also present in Chiron. Chiron, which is known as the wounded healer, is also in the sign of Aries. It will be there. It'll be moving out of Aries, I believe, June 19th. And then it'll be going retrograde and it will go back into Aries sometime in September. Okay. So, what does that mean for you? So, first and foremost, because Aries is a planet, Aries is a sign that deals with action. It's a fire sign. It's about taking action. It is about motivation. It is about the warrior within inside of you. Okay. So coming out of Pisces, Pisces was more about going into the void, feeling your feelings, looking into the subconscious layers of what's going on with you, going within and recalibrating was the energy of Pisces. But now you're out of that energy and it's time for you, Capricorns, to get active. Okay. Um, Strategic planning is something that you should be doing during this time. Now, with Chiron here, the wounded healer, Chiron shows our concealed wounds, things that we brought in with us to this lifetime. It could be some past life things, it could be some karmic things related to our families, patterns, and trauma that we need to heal. But oftentimes, these things are concealed or underneath the surface, okay? Sometimes some of these wounds and some of the things that are there, you may not be consciously aware of, okay? Because they could be family, generational, ancestral things, okay? So, what is going to be happening for the next couple of months until June is that you're going to feel triggered. Um, you're going to find that you're going to have opportunities to address, to look at. But first, it's going to come through awareness. So things are going to start to come up, things that need to be healed, cycles, patterns, trauma, family issues. Okay. Now, these things are also going to be affecting your identity because Aries says, I am. And it deals with our identity, how we view ourselves. Aries also deals with early childhood issues. Okay. So any wounds that you may have had in your earlier childhood, um, wounds connected to your inner child will come to the surface. And this is not a time to look at it, to analyze it. This is a time to take action, Capricorn. Now, I know some of you Capricorns, y'all move slowly, okay? Um, Procrastination is probably not going to work in your favor during this time, okay? So we're going to have, again, you're going to have until about September to that you're going to be working through this energy, that this energy is going to be brought to the surface. It's not like as soon as September comes the energy is going to go away, but the pressure, because what is happening is as long as Chiron is there, it's like it's putting pressure on whatever needs to be healed. So it's going to expose it. So there some things may happen. You know, you may have some conflict, you may have some crisis, or even some chaos and things that come up in your life that you have to address. But understand the roots of those things are much deeper than what's being presented to you on the surface, okay? This is a time where you're really going to have to go into your spiritual bag, Capricorns. It's time for you to really focus on healing. And Capricorns, believe me, you got a lot of stuff you suppress because by nature, Capricorns are not necessarily the most expressive emotionally and tend to suppressed, repress heavy emotions or maybe even psychological stuff that they don't know how to process at that time. So you have a lot of things in the shadow. Okay. This is going to push you into shadow healing. This is going to push you into it because it's going to require you to do it because you're going to hurt. That's what's going to happen. Something's going to trigger your pain. Something's going to trigger these hidden issues, and you're going to have to deal with it. Okay. Saturn can be a difficult taskmaster. Okay. Saturn will give us consequences when we don't do our work, when we aren't disciplined, when we don't, when we're not active in the things that Saturn is asking us to address, Saturn gives consequences. Okay, how you doing in Brazil? Happy that you're able to join me briefly. So I wanted to come on to give you some encouragement, Capricorn. Yes, this is going to be a difficult cycle for you. Okay, especially for the next couple of 3 months. Okay. But there are solutions. There is resolution. Okay. Look at your natal chart. It's going to help you understand how to transmute that energy. It's going to let you know what type of healing modalities you may want to take part in to help you process what comes up. Okay. I highly recommend that you get a natal chart reading with me so that I could really dig into what's going on with you specifically and how to set up a game plan for you to deal with these issues. Okay. You could also schedule a tarot reading. I would actually recommend looking at both. So sometimes I'll do a little bit of both. I'll do 30 minutes tarot, 30 minutes natal chart. And that's just to really give a very clear and take a clear and concise look at what's going on with that individual and how to remediate the issues that are going to come up. Because they are going to come up, Capricorn. You can't stick your head in the sand and ignore. You won't be able to repress them. You won't, when you do those things, and you may try, that's where you're going to get the really hard consequences. And if you are a Capricorn, you know what I mean. Saturn can give y'all some really terrible consequences at time. My moon's in Capricorn, so I know. Okay. So this is a time where I have to be diligent to be on top of my healing. Going to make me an appointment to go see an acupuncturist, because it's time for me to get my acupuncture. I tell y'all, at least every time the seasons change, you want to get your acupuncture. I'm going to make me an appointment to go get me some acupressure massages, as well as I've stepped up my Reiki. I've been doing my sound healing more. I've been doing a lot of cleansing work on myself, a lot of healing work on myself. Okay. A lot of blockbuster work to break through things and to release things that have become stagnant. Okay. But Capricorns, at the end of this cycle, I would say after a 12-month period, if you take this serious, if you go into paint for 12 months for yourself, going to paint for 12 months, consistently doing your work, at the end of that 12 months, you will be surprised how much further ahead you are, how much you are able to accomplish, and how much you're able to heal and release. Okay. Do the work, Cappies. All right. If you need some help with doing the work, reach out to me. I enjoy helping you guys. I have a couple loyal Capricorns that come through. So if you need some help, reach out to me. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Peace.